Welcome back. So, the World Tour's finally here. This is me. I'm finally recording it. I know I said I was going to get out before the End Dragon fight, but honestly, Elytras make it a lot easier to see people's bases. So, here we are at our base. A lot has changed since the last time I made a video on it. At least I think. I know the second story wasn't there. I know the Nether War area wasn't there. This wasn't finished. The slime farm didn't exist. What else? I don't really want to talk about my base too much. This is a world tour, not a Glazemone base type video. So, the vault. Cool. That's new. Freaking awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's not a Glazemone base type situation. Because there will be a lot more videos where we do stuff at my base. Not too worried about that. We're going to start at spawn though. Which I already did a base spawn tour. Spawn really hasn't changed all that much. But for the new people, here's spawn. And if you want to join, Discord will be in the description below. Join it. Fill out the application. Java 1.21.4. Completely vanilla, besides a few plugins. Like player heads. Or mob heads, I should say. But this is spawn. I'm not really going to sit here and yap about every single shop. Basically, this is an area for community builds, like the courthouse, built by Luca and Stick. And then another community build, which was the Enshrine, built by me and Iwu. The casino is a solo project by my base mate Glyph. And that's basically our spawn. It has been the best spawn so far out of any season, by far. Not even close. This season in general has been the best season, hands down. It's not even up for debate, honestly. But let's go into the Nether Hub here, which is something very new. The fully decorated Nether Hub by me and Tisu. This place just looks incredible, if I do say so myself. It's still not done. Obviously, there's texturing with tough and mossy stone brick and cracked stone brick that needs to be done elsewhere. I think Tisu also said that she's going to extend this design, maybe? I'm not for sure, honestly. But this is our Nether Hub spawn. It's cool. Let's see here. I don't want to touch every single base, because there is a lot of, new player bases who don't really have much to show yet. And also bases that people played for like 2 days and then left. And it's kind of sad, but that's the way it is. I do want to start with the Krasington Industrial District because I need to pick up more firework rockets. So let's go ahead and head to that. While I'm here, I can show you guys all the new stuff. The new bits and bobs, if you will. That is a shulker. Forgot about that guy. Every single time I come here, I forget he exists. Yeah, Krasington Industrial District, Gunpowder Farm, Firework Maker. I'm not going to sit here and talk about this too much, or for very long. I don't feel like it's necessary. Because everybody's seen an Industrial District in a server before. This is not a new thing. There's nothing groundbreaking in here. There's nothing super impressive here. It's just an industrial district. I guess our first stop will be Hockey Rainey's base. Now, Hockey Rainey's base is really unique, and I actually do like it. It's coming along very nicely. That should be loading in relatively soon here. There it is. Ah, yes, the massive Canadian flag as well. You can't forget that. And the giant cross made out of glowstone. Very cool, very unique base. Very interesting style. More or less a bunch of styles all combined into one, which it has that original base charm to it, if you know what I mean. Back in the day when you just kind of built whatever you felt like you built. And I feel like a lot of bases nowadays feel the need to stick with a theme, and I have that problem too. In terms of having to stick with a specific theme and everything has to match that theme. But there's something really charming about a base that doesn't do that. That doesn't stick with a theme and just they kind of just do whatever the fuck they feel like it. And that's Hockey Rainey's base. And it's cool. I mean, there's nothing else to say. There's cool. I mean, there's a rudimentary auto smelter here. We don't even have an auto smelter. That's kind of crazy. Still very much a work in progress. I guess we can go ahead and fly down to Ew's base. I'm just going to cover most of these bases around spawn that I know have been pretty well developed. We got to go south this way. Because there are a few other bases down this way, but if I remember right, they don't really have much going on with them at the moment. I think a few of them kind of, they don't play anymore. But this is Ew's base. And this is a base that does follow a theme. And I don't know how else to describe this base other than mystical. Magical, almost. With the really sharp spire peaks. The purple tinted windows. Just everything feels magical. I don't know. Don't know who's building there. Look at this place, man. It's cool. It's really cool. I think she also has a train station. Like a rail system that goes to spawn as well. That her and Eve worked on, I believe. Let's see. I have to go west now. To Nico's base. Yes, I could be using the nether, but honestly, the nether paths aren't that interesting. There's nothing really to note. Here's Nico's base, and he doesn't play that much anymore, which is fine. But he had a really cool base going on. This huge wall, really cool architecture, really cool style, and most importantly, this huge, huge sheep tower. Which is so cool, and it looks really cool on Dying Map as well. Who's next? Who's next on the list? This is very much unscripted. Just fucking winging it. Let's see here. I could go to the sanctuary, I guess. Take a peek at Luca's house. Here's a big build that's in progress that Luca's working on. This could look really badass. This terrain is nuts. There's a lot of really cool areas on the server. And these cherry mountains over here are two of them that are pretty cool. And I'll show you another one called area that's really, really cool. But here we are. This is the sanctuary, and poor Luca has not had a whole lot of time to work on their own base. Luca built the courthouse, and then largely designed the enshrine, and was working on the enshrine pretty heavily. But yeah, very, very cool building star. Very talented builder. Great, absolute great addition to the server. We've had, I was telling this to people yesterday, this season has been the greatest season in terms of new players, and in terms of, like, community almost. So I guess let's continue on over to my sister's base. Which is turning out really, really nicely, honestly. There's only one other base on the server. This is the only time I've ever seen this type of base. And there's two of them in this server. A walk also has this type of style as well. And goddamn, like, just really detailed. Needless to say, I was hilariously shocked when I found out that my sister is a lot better of a builder than me. And she has also been a great addition to the server. And this area has a ton of potential as well. Sucks that she did remove, there used to be a house right there, a villager house on the cliffside. Kind of sucks that she removed that. There did used to be a village there. There used to be a village at our base too, believe it or not. Let's move on to Hydrix's base. Hydrix and Eve's base. Another pretty cool area. I don't know what's getting built there. Hydrix and Eve haven't been on in a little bit, but nonetheless, this place is pretty cool. And, I mean, yeah. Big custom tree, too. Really cool. Love to see it. Custom trees are really hard to do. I've not once in my entire time of playing Minecraft attempted a custom tree. I don't think. So maybe that's something we do with our base. Because I know I wanted to do some artificial... Maybe some artificial trees in this base would be pretty nifty. I don't know, I have to toy with the idea a little bit. So I guess let's go up here to the Shire, which that name has a lot of history in the server. At least with everybody in the IRL friend group. Really cool area, unique mix of architecture. Another base that doesn't really seem like it follows a set theme. Kind of sad because these guys don't really play much anymore either. Definitely a cool area. Great addition nonetheless. And next up is probably the coolest area in the entire server in terms of land. In terms of the location. And that is Calderia. This base. They absolutely handpicked this. I mean, this is gorgeous. The architecture's great. But what really sets this base apart from everyone else's on the server is the land around it. I mean, they are in a little hole in the middle of some mountains. And wow, did they take advantage of it. I mean, this place is cool. I don't think these guys play much anymore either. But hey, great addition nonetheless, and will be a really cool area to have. A cool area to repeatedly look at over and over again. Let me just kind of scroll through here. I just want to hit the main big bases, really. They have a lot going on. I'm sorry if you're a part of the server and you wanted your base to be in the World Tour, but I missed it. I will make sure there will be multiple World Tours. This will not be the last one. So I guess let's go to the compound. The compound is the closest base to spawn. And it is owned by none other than Minnesota. Pretty old school player who loves collecting stuff. Is also the #1 target for thieves in the entire server. Probably because he's so close. Another base that doesn't really looks like it, or doesn't really look like it follows a set theme. But holy shit, the amount of terraforming done here is nuts. I think a lot of groups have done a lot of there's been a lot of terraforming done this season. There's about to be a lot more. It's massive sheep pen, which absolutely tanks my frames when I look at it. It's kind of funny. So now we're gonna go look at John. Whose house is this? I think that's Benji's. This is where the theme park's gonna be. This area here, there is some very large mountains to be removed. You can see some of the terraforming going on right here. I know Sorty has been working very hard on. So now, let's stop at a walk space, because it is first. This is the other very skinny, narrow, tall house space design. And his is more focused on variety of color rather than extreme detail. And it is so freaking cool. Again, this is the first time that we've had a base theme like this. We've never ever had a base theme like this. And there's 2 people doing it, which is hilarious. I don't really know what you'd call this theme, but it's unique. Very, very unique. A walk has spent most of his time in this server dying. I don't know what his death counter's up to, but it's high. Very high. So we're going to move right on to John. The base of John. Very awesome group of members as well. Who showed up in Season 2, actually. Sorty, Awak, Exensis, I think Middle Stream. And then they eventually invited Mira. I think Fluidize the Ninth is also in their base. And they are a very talented group when it comes to this stuff. Very impressive, and I look forward to what they continue to do. Season 3, they had a very ambitious plan. Looks like they've toned it down a little bit. But then again, me and Glyph had a very ambitious plan as well. I think everybody went pretty ambitious last season, which definitely didn't help. little funny statue up there. Not really sure what that's supposed to represent, but it's cool. Let's go over to Goontown. Then I'm going to kind of scan around and look for any other bases that I feel like should be covered. Ah yes, Goontown, another group that plays pretty inconsistently. Good buddies of mine, Stick, John, and Noah. They are the owners of this base. I think Chris is also here, too. But this is a base that sticks to a theme, Deep Slate and Spruce, and they do a pretty damn good job of it, to say the least. We did, at one point, cover this place in chickens. I could put some screenshots up in editing. It was pretty funny, not gonna lie. There's like, I would want to say 4,000 chickens here. That's just an estimate. We stopped breeding them underground at 2,500, let them up here, and then bred them some more. Let me look and see if there's any other very notable bases. I don't know how much time. I don't think Tisu's spent a whole bunch of time on her base. She's been working on the Nether Hub and the Enshrined for most of the time that she's been in the server. Same boat as Luca. So I think her base is pretty incomplete. I know Goose has a base down in a swamp. It's a house and a tower. So it's nothing too crazy there. There's a few other bases scattered around of people who don't really play all that much anymore, which is fine. We could have checked out Yorkshire. I think we will go check out Yorkshire. You probably couldn't guess where this guy's from, but it is on the other side of the map from us. So I guess while we're at it, we can stop at some of these bases that are a little northeast. And I guess while we're flying over there, huge thanks from all of the members of the council for this awesome season so far. To all the members who've contributed to who's contributed to the best season we've had to date. Not even close. No competition. Season 3 is probably the next best. It's probably Season 2, then Season 1. But here's the Mintlands. Really cool area. Again, I don't think they play all that much. They don't really have a ton here, which is fine. They were working on a big custom tree by the looks of it. But we can continue on down to Yorkshire. Here we are at Yorkshire. Connor, again, doesn't really play all that much anymore, which is fine, because his base is still pretty cool and more complete than some of the others. Is definitely a shame that he doesn't play anymore, because this place is really cool with what's here. Very cool little greenhouse area. I've not seen anything like that. I don't know. Did I show you guys the Nether Hub and the Enshrine? I think I did. If I didn't, then we'll just make a whole separate video on that place. So let's head back to spawn. Or head back to our base. And we'll kind of chat. I'm going to be working on videos again. At least one a week. At least one a week on both this channel and the War Thunder channel. So basically a minimum of 2. And I'm going to hold myself to that. Basically. As well as some other things that I don't really want to talk about or discuss in this video. But yeah, next video on the server will probably be us working on the base. Actually, no, it'll probably be a little tutorial video on our villager trading area. Which I did record a video like talking about it, and then realized that Metal was also recording at the same time. And the recording quality was shit. It was terrible. So I was like, well, shoot, I can't really upload this. It's basically my poor GPU was trying to do 2 recordings at once. Doing Metal and then OBS at the same time, and it did not like that. Oh yeah, there's Liz's cabin. Nice cozy little area. Very beautiful area, actually. Might expand onto that in the future. Who knows? We'll see. Gotta work on our base first, though. Which just looks gorgeous. So, like I said, gonna hold myself to a minimum of a video per channel a week. Hopefully this recording turns out well. I'm gonna be real pissed if I have to re-record this, because this will be the second video I've recorded today. So I'd be kind of pissed if it didn't go well. And yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next one.